Hi guys, Nick here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Black Widow. However, the beginning of the movie takes place in 1993 with the younger version of Natasha, as a Black Widow, riding her bike back to her house and playing with her younger sister, Lorena, and they were playing in the backyard and looking at some fireflies with the mother, and they went back into the house to get dinner ready, and her dad had the Red Guardian, which we're going to see later on in the movie, along with Lorena, and came back to the house, and the police were chasing him because he's like a bad guy. And he told his wife and kids we need to leave. He had to go back to his place where they came from and to get away from the police. And they almost got caught by the police and got away on the small plane they got. And Natasha and Maria got taken away from their mother, and their dad didn't do anything about it, and trained both Natasha and Lorena to be widows, and it got to a few years later, after the events of Captain America Civil War, and Natasha is on the one because of the Sokovian Accords, and attacked her Black Panther, and the police were on Natasha's trail, but got tricked. Right then, Natasha was in Norway with a friend she made after what happened with her stuff what happened in Germany, and we got to the other place with Lorena being under the control of the Red Room people, and trying to get one of the former widows that had been broken free of mind control of the Red Room, and she freed Lorena, and Lorena realized what she did to the former widow, and trying to kill the other people that had been in mind controlled, and said clear to Nat, and we also seen a named Taskmaster, and trying to kill Nat, as well having the clears, as for the widows, and copied some of the moves from Avengers. He had a shield like Captain America, and a bow and arrow like Hawkeye, and did a lot of things like Black Panther did, and almost defeated Natasha until she fell into the water with the Kios and went to the place where Rena was, and met up with her, and they had some disagreements, and talked about the Avengers breaking up, and the past, and they got attacked by other widows, and they're trying to kill both of them for betraying the guy who runs the Red Room, and got away from Taskmaster, and he was getting some surprise, and Marina was talking about Natasha's Black Widow, her pose, and calling her a poser, and not told her she wasn't being a poser. He was trying to be the hero after what the Red Room made her do over the years, and they went to get her dad, the Red Guardian, out of the prison, and Black Widow did the pose after getting there, and Rowena called her a total poser, and they continued to get Red Guardian up there, and successfully doing so, and we went to some small farm, and to see the adoptive mom, and trying to figure out how to stop the people of the Red Room and free all the widows, and Natasha got pretty mad at everybody for not listening, and we said she didn't do anything wrong at that time, and went to her room, because not saying everything that happened and was fake, and well, all that was going down, Redoni went to cheer up with Raina and the Taskmaster, and the other brainwashed widows went to her house and captured them all, and went to the Red Room, and met with the guy who runs the place, and talking to Nad's adoptive mom, and Black Widow, and her dad are locked up, and when Raina's going to have her face being cut off, and it turns out the Widow pretending to be her adoptive mom, and she pretended to be Black Widow, and told her Widow about the whole thing, along with Raina, and figured out how to go up the Red Room from the inside, and they needed some explosives, and free all the widows at once, and we found out that Taskmaster was the guy's daughter that had got caught up in the explosion from Quentin Nat, trying to kill him a few years back, and she became coronal damage, and got her face scarred a little bit, and also being mind controlled, and they began to fight a little bit, and the guy who runs the Red Room escapes, and trying to stop Nat from freeing all the Black Widows, as from being mind controlled, and they successfully blew up the Red Room and got off of the place, and it was crossing through the ground, and Black Widow and Taskmaster were still fighting, and Nat was trying to free her, and successfully freed all the brainwashed widows, and freed her mind, and because her mind was still being mind controlled, and freed Taskmaster from being mind controlled, and the guy who runs the Red Room also got caught up in that explosion, and when Raina gave Widow her little army coat that Black Widow wear then in Avengers Infinity War, and this movie takes place before Avengers Infinity War, and Colonel Rose and the other people came to the wreckage and caught Black Widow, and we see Black Widow 2 weeks later with her Avengers Infinity War look, and met up with her friend, and he told her about the Quinjet, and Black Widow got into the Quinjet, and free everybody else from the Pleasantville act in Civil War, and that's where this movie ends, and the post-credit scene, it was sometime after Avengers ending when Raina had a dog and went to her graveyard where Natasha's grave was, and mourning the loss of Black Widow, and the lady from and fucking the Winter Soldier was there and trying to defend Reina who killed Black Widow. And we saw how that went out in Hawkeye series. And that's about it for today's MCU review. Next weekend is gonna be Shang-Chi. And the Legend of 10 Rings review. And I didn't do Walmart haul video because I was reburning one of my old radio sets. So expect that video to come soon. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell if you're new. Let's get this channel up to 100 subscribers. And I'll see you guys later. And peace.